Ladies and gentlemen, the horses have been called. They're on the track and parading to the post. This evening's first race, 2-year-old fillies. Racing 1 mile, a purse of $1,900. A field of 8, there are no changes. Number 1, Pompadour Hanover, owned by Richard Elwood of Lancaster. Rick Hartman trains, Brad Hanners drives. The 2, Kirsty Stormcat, owned by Stan Swanga of Waynesville. Jim Harley trains for Randy Tharps. 3, My Janelle, owned by Ira Crystal of New York. John Schultz, the trainer, Ron Steck driving. 4, Arizona Jane, owned by Steve Jones of Montgomery, New York. Chip Noble trains and drives. 5, Carousel Rhythm, owned by George Young Jr. and Robert Young of Bridgeport. Robert Young, the trainer with Dave Miller. The 6, Shady Romance, owned by Ron Jackson of Powell and Tammy Basil of Delaware. Tammy Basil trains with Dave Myers. The 7, Nuclear Bid, owned by Joe Wilson of Powell. Joe Wilson training, Donovan Jr. in the bike. And the 8, Amy Q, owned by Alan Quinn of DeLand, Florida. Jeff Fouch, the trainer driver. Win Play Show Perfecta Trifecta. First race, 2-year-old Pacing fillies lining up, moving in. They're on the back stretch. There they go. And they're off, and it's Kirsty Stormcat first to fire for the lead. From the outside goes Shady Romance. Further outside, it's Amy Q. From between horses, Arizona Jane kept away 4th. From between horses in 5, My Janelle, Pompadour Hanover. From off the rail in 6th, at the rail in 7th is Carousel Rhythm. Inside 8th is Nuclear Bid as they all settle in straight formation. They approach the first quarter-mile marker. On the front, Kirsty Stormcat, a 24-1 shot. Calling the early shots here, the first panel 27-4, a brisk opening panel for Kirsty Stormcat and Randy Tharps. On the inside and second is Shady Romance. She's followed third by Arizona Jane, 2 lengths back to Amy Q. Then comes Pompadour Hanover as they race towards the half. And now Noble bringing out Arizona Jane as they pull the pocket and move briskly up alongside the leader. And the leader is Kirsty Stormcat. She's now being pressured, matching strides with Arizona Jane. They reach the half together, 58-4. And Arizona Jane quickly takes the lead here. Kirsty Stormcat to the inside, got away with a sluggish second quarter there, but now is gapping the leader by 3. At the rail in third is Shady Romance. Further back and forth, Amy Q. Pompadour Hanover will have to go to the outside to move around that tiring cover. And there goes Carousel Rhythm, and Miller has her on the way. As they race into the final turn, it's all Arizona Jane, the Arts Place filly by 4. Here's the 3/4, 127-4. And Shady Romance is now out and moving as they move to the final turn. It's Arizona Jane. Shady Romance on the outside. She'll have a lot of ground to make up here. May have waited a bit too long. It's Arizona Jane, still a comfortable 4-length advantage. Shady Romance setting chase in second, and Carousel Rhythm is showing some pace tonight. It's all Arizona Jane as she cruises home. The battle here will be for place. Carousel Rhythm will get up for the second spot, and Shady Romance hangs on for third in 157-4. $1.40, 41.40. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is the official winner now tonight's first. Number 4, Arizona Jane from the first crop of Arts Place. Out of the French chef mare Concertina. By Steve Jones of Montgomery, New York. Chip Noble as the trainer driver. Arizona Jane records her 3rd career win. Tonight's mile 157 4/5. Here is the complete order finish for the first from the top. Pompadour Hanover 7, Kirsty. And here are the horses now for race number 2, the second race. 5-year-olds and under trotters racing 1 mile. The 4-horse has been scratched sick. A field of 7 remain. Here's how they line up from the rail out. TCS, placed by John Schultz and Ron Steck of Sunbury. John Schultz, the trainer, Ron Steck driving. 2, Velvet's Message, owned by Richard Neff and Dave Ehrenberg of Ohio. Richard Neff trains, Charlie Neff driving. 3 Shiv, owned and trained by Ralph Stur Jr. of Asheville, Dave Myers. The 4 is a late scratch. Number 5, Thunder, over the National Trail Investment Company of Morriston, Florida, Dan Ader, the trainer driver. 6, LB Reply, owned by Leonard Buckner, Mount Eaton, Tom Brinkerhoff trains Jim Perry Jr. 7, Solar Town, owned by Harry and Iris Harwitz, Brooklyn, New York, Tim Rucker trains, Debbie Rucker drives. The 8, Max H. Dennis, owned by Jeff and Ethel Dennis of Wilmington. Jeff Dennis trains and drives. Win play show perfecta trifecta wagering. Second race, condition trotters, all in behind the gate. The gate swings into the backstretch. There they go. And they're off, and 3 of them away together. It's Thunder, fastest of all, will take the lead. Velvet's Message from the inside came away second. Max H. Dennis from the outside showing early trot in third. On the inside fourth, it's TCS. Then there's a gap of some 3 lengths in fifth to Shiv, another 3 lengths in sixth. LB Reply. And far back following a break, the trailing filly is Solar Town. Reaching the first quarter-mile marker, Thunder sets the early pace here with Max H. Dennis settling in behind. The opening quarter, 29-2. And now to the outside, TCS is underway. And TCS, 3-1 shot of the outside, looking to take that lead. And TCS now to the front. Thunder on the inside, giving it up for cover in second. Then comes Max H. Dennis at the rail in third. Another 2 lengths in fourth. It's the odds-in favorite, Velvet's Message, followed to 5 by Shiv, and on the inside is 6th is LB Reply. They reach the half, and trotters in straight alignment, but strung out considerably. It's TCS on the front here. The half in 1 minute flat was Thunder now pushing along behind the leader in second. Max H. Dennis at the rail in third. They straighten to the back stretch, and here comes Velvet's Message, and Neff now brings him to the outside and sends him on his way. LB Reply trying to keep up with that cover to the outside is racing in fifth. Shiv of the inside, sixth, and now they're starting to come together as they race into the final turn. TCS with the lead by 2. Thunder on the inside is still there, tagging along in second. 3/4 in 1:31. Around the final turn, and TCS with the lead. Thunder on the inside, getting a trip, and here comes LB Reply, showing some trot on the outside, moving 3 wide as they move to the top of the stretch with less than 1/8 of a mile to go. And TCS now being urged on by Steck. Thunder tipped to the outside with a quick rush. Velvet's Message is closing with every stride, but it was too much. TCS in front. Thunder was second, and LB Reply will be up for third. Here is the winner, number 1, TCS, a 3-year-old Ohio-bred daughter of Taking Charge from the South Bend mare Southern Rum, laced by John Schultz and Ron Steck of Sunbury. John Schultz, the trainer, Ron Steck in the sulky. First first win of the season for the 3-year-old filly, and it's a career mark for her, earning a mark tonight, 2:02 flat. Here's the field, race number 3, tonight's third race. Claiming fillies and mares, racing 1 mile. The 4 is a late scratch. Number 1 is Star Sealster, owned by Cannon, Marianne Gillespie of Sedalia, Dean Gillespie, the trainer driver. Number 2, Emma W., owned by Joe Swartz and Jim Sparks of Grove City. Gilbert Travis training with Bob Harper. 3, Miss Audrey, owned by Rhonda Stidham and Linda May of Ohio. Rocky Stidham trains and drives. 4 is scratched. The 5, Nighttime Nikki, owned by Ralph Peterman of Marysville. Roger Peterman trains. Downer Vine Jr. From post 6, Nebraska Bluegrass, owned by Myrtle Ramy of Nicholasville, Kentucky. Robert Laffoon trains with Dave Majeski. 7, Sampled Seconds, owned, trained, and driven by Mark Klotz of Circleville. The 8, San Shirley Way, owned, trained, and driven by Alan Anderson of Richwood. From post 9, Tucson's Philly, and then trained by Alex Spence Jr., Grove City, Ohio, Mike Wilder in the sulky. Win play show perfecta, superfecta wagering, post time. Third race, pacing fillies and mares, all in behind the gate. On the back stretch, there they go. They're off and pacing in Nighttime Nikki, moving first for the lead from mid-track towards the inside, and second, Miss Audrey. Further inside, Star Sealster gets away well in third. Inside in fourth, it's Emma W. at the rail in 5. Nourisha Bluegrass inside in 6 sample seconds. She's followed by San Shirley Way, and the early trailer is Tucson's Philly. Reaching the first quarter, Nighttime Nikki, dictating the early fractions here by 2. On the inside in second, Miss Audrey. The opening panel, 28 1/5 of a second. Fillies and mares in straight alignment as they come past us for the first time with Nighttime Nikki. 5 to 2 shot by 2 lengths. Miss Audrey inside is racing second. At the rail, gapping slightly, is Star Sealster underway. Here comes sample seconds, and that gives Tucson's Philly the cover she's been looking for. She's tagging along with that cover in 5th. Shuffle back in 6th is MLW to the outside in 7th. Here comes San Shirley Way. The trailer now 8th is Nourisha Bluegrass. The half, 1 minute flat. Making the turn to the backstretch, Nighttime Nikki leads here by 2. Miss Audrey to the inside is a patient second. First to the outside and third. Here comes sample seconds, and Tucson's Philly drafting with the cover in 4th. Inside in 5, it's Star Sealster. On the inside, 6th, Emma W. San Shirley Way to the outer flow, but is gapping her cover. They race into the final turn. Nighttime Nikki has led every step of the mile. She's still in front here. 3/4, 129 1. But now 3 wide to the outside. Here comes Tucson's Philly, and Wilder sends her wide to the outside. And between them a sample seconds. They're 3 across. And now Miss Audrey is looking for racing room as she angles from off the inside. Now less than an 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. Tucson's Philly, a nose in front. Sample seconds is right there going with her. But it's Tucson's Philly whose surge is late here. Tucson's Philly by 2. On the inside, second was sample seconds. Star Sealster gets up for third. 159 4. The $2 superfecta 9713, returning $1,185.20. 1185.20. Trackside the winner coming from the far outside, number 9 Tucson's Philly, 6-year-old Ohio bred daughter of Tucson Hanover from the Tarmite mare Tar Streaker. Owned and trained by Alex Spence Jr., Grove City, Ohio. Mike Wilder in the sulky. 4th win of the season for Tucson's Philly. Tonight's mile 159 and 4, coming from last to first. Here is the field, race number 4. Condition Trotters racing 1 mile. The 1-horse rerun back, owned by Dave McLean of Lima. Dave Brumbaugh trains. Don Irvine Jr. drives. The 2 Bye Terra, owned by Daryl Lambert of Canal Winchester. Doug Parker, the trainer. Dave Miller. 3 Pebbles Adano, laced, trained, and driven by Alan Anderson of Richwood. 4 EF's Addiction, owned, trained, and driven by Foster York of Pineview, Georgia. 5 Vector Champ, owned by Alan Bloom of Worthington. Mike Hughes trains with Dave Myers up. 6 Expressive Crown, owned by Rupert Reed, Jim Daly, Thomas Hooser of Ontario and Ohio. Jim Daly, the trainer driver. The 7 Leaders Sabra, and then trained by John Busey of Thornville. Ron Steck in the sulky. Win play show perfecta and pick 3 wagering, 9 minutes until post. 4th race, Condition Trotters, all in behind the gate. On the back stretch, there they go. They're off and trotting in from the inside. It's Bye Terra. First to leave, and off stride between horses goes EF's Addiction. Also jumping it off was Vector Champ, and that puts Bye Terra uncontested early. She leads him past the first 8th mile marker. On the inside, Rerun Mac is now second. She followed third by Pebbles Adano as they round the first turn. Inside and 4th, it's Expressive Crown. 3 lengths in 5, Leaders Sabra. Back in stride now and racing in 6th, Vector Champ, followed by EF's Addiction, who's also back trotting. The first quarter reached in 30 seconds flat, and Bye Terra leads to the charge here, leads by a length and a half to Rerun Mac on the inside. Is trotting a second with Pebbles Adano gapping slightly in third. Racing in fourth, it's Expressive Crown. And first up in 5, here comes Leader Sombra now. And Leader Sombra is first underway. Vector Champ also angles to the outside and picks up the cover in 6th. The trailer 7th is EF's Addiction. They approach the half with Bye Terra calling the shots. The half 102 and 1/5 a lazy second quarter there as they swing to the backstretch, and quickly taking advantage was Leader Sombra. Steck is on the move of the outside, and Leader Sombra will now pressure Bye Terra. The pace will quicken as they race down the backstretch with Rerun Mac behind the battling leaders. In third, Vector Champ is back in a contention in 4th. Inside 5 is Pebbles Adano. Into the final turn they go, and it's Bye Terra, 3 parts of a length, 3/4, 131 and 3. But Leader Sombra is a pesky second on the outside with Rerun Mac directly behind the leader in 3rd, and Vector Champ within striking distance. And now here comes Expressive Crown, 3 wide as they turn for home with less than 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come, and on the front with the lead Bye Terra, looking to haul off the late closing Rerun Mac. And Bye Terra struggling here, but she's a winner tonight. Bye Terra by a length and a half over Rerun Mac and Leader Sombra. The 2, Bye Terra. She's a 4-year-old Ohio-bred daughter of the ill-fated Speed in Action from the Super Bowl mare, Sarah Terra. Daryl Lambert of Canal, Winchester, Ohio. Doug Parker trains Dave Miller in the sulky. First win of the season for Bye Terra, and she now lowers her lifetime mark to its mile in 2:01 and 4/5. The 2-1 Perfecta, $13 even. Racing 1 mile, a field of 8. Number 9 is a late scratch. Number 1 is Andrea's Pocket. Up at the Star Country Stable, and Benny Haller of Ohio. Art Jones trains and drives. 2, Western Destiny, owned by Clarence and Sean Mayhew of Canal, Winchester. Sean Mayhew, the trainer-driver. Number 3, I'm Unforgettable, owned by Roger Hall of Utica, Gail Hall of Newark. Eric Hall trains and Tom Hall drives. Number 4, Good to Move, owned by Francis Hammond of Wilmore, Kentucky. Gene Bach trains Jim Willems up. 5, Shy Amy, owned and trained by Carol Cockrell of Galena. Dave Miller with the Lions. 6, Darting Jill, owned by Daryl Lambert of Canal, Winchester. Doug Parker trains for Jim Daly. 7, Delayed, owned by Ron Barker of Chillicothe. Ron Barker trains. Rick Jordan drives. And the 8, Gold Ruby, owned by Marion Burns of Troy. Robert Burns trains Justin Hall in the sulky. The 9 is scratched. Win Play Show Perfect. 5th race, fillies and mares are running behind the gate. They're on the backstretch. There they go. They're off and pacing, and Miller putting Shy Amy right on the front quickly, and from the outside, there goes Delayed. From the inside in the 3rd, Western Destiny. From off the pylons, 4th, Andrea's Pocket. 2 lengths in 5, I'm Unforgettable. At the rail in 6th, it's Good to Move. 2 lengths in 7th, Darting Jill. The early trail of 8th is Gold Ruby around the first turn, and Shy Amy dictating the early fractions here by 2. Delayed on the inside. The Garden Spot Trip is 2nd. Western Destiny at the rail is in 3rd. Inside in 4th is Andrea's Pocket. The opening panel in 30 seconds flat. They're in straight alignment as they come to the stretch with a 4-year-old Shy Amy with a lead by a length and a half. Delayed on the inside is racing in 2nd. Moving first up now and flushing cover. Here comes I'm Unforgettable, and Western Destiny quickly pulls the Pocket. And Western Destiny is now moving first up. And then with that cover, I'm Unforgettable is in 4th. Inside and racing 5, the 2-year-old Andrea's Pocket. She's followed in 5th by Good to Move, the half 101 and 4. Around the turn to the backstretch now, and it's Shy Amy, a 2-1 shot with a lead here by a length and a half on the outside. Western Destiny now at the leader's wheel, and she applies pressure to that leader. Delayed sits in the pocket behind the battling leaders, and to the outside in 4th, here comes I'm Unforgettable. Racing into the final turn, the pace quickens a bit here now with Shy Amy. She's led every step of the mile. Here's the 3/4, 1:30 and 4 as they round the final turn. Shy Amy being pressured by Western Destiny. I'm Unforgettable, poised to strike 3 wide, and Delayed is waiting for Racing Room at the rail. And the 2-year-old Andreas Pocket is right there in 5th with less than an 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come, and Miller is urging on Shy Amy, and she's responding gamely. Shy Amy, but Delayed has found Racing Room. A late closing Andreas Pocket. It's Shy Amy in front. Andreas Pocket up for second and tight for show. Trackside in the winner's circle, winner of the 5th, number 5, Shy Amy, a 4-year-old Ohio-bred daughter of Strolin from the Overcall mare. Calica, owned by Carol Cockrell of Galena, Ohio. Carol Cockrell trains Dave Miller in the sulky. First career win for the 4-year-old Shy Amy. She earns a mark tonight, 2:01 and 2. And for leading driver Dave Miller, 2 wins this evening, giving him a driving double. Well, Scioto Downs would like to welcome those folks from Robbins Company of Columbus this evening. They are the distributors of Miller products. Here's the field now. Race number 6, Stallions and Geldings. Condition Claimers racing 1 mile. Field of 9, there are no changes. The 1 is Arctic Pick, owned by Jim Arledge and John Rhodes Jr. of Circleville. The trainer Jim Arledge, the driver Randy Tharps. 2, Purple Scooter, owned by Dual Fresh Hour of Kent and Brad Crates, the trainer for Donner Vaughn Jr. 3, HDS Skipper, owned by Harold Stephen of Ohio City. Roy Murphy trains, Jeff out driving. 4, Payne Road Scooter, owned by Mary Dillon of Marysville. Don Feaster trains and drives. The 5, Sir Mix-a-Lot, owned by Kruger and Schultz. John Schultz trains, Ron Steck driving. 6 is Steady Mahone, owned by Neil Long of Jeffersonville. Alvia Long of Courthouse. Alvia Long trains, Brad Hanner's up. 7, Uncle Will Goddard, owned by Francis Hammond of Wilmore, Kentucky. Gene Bach trains, Jim Willems up. The 8, He's Here, owned by Frank Lemaster of Jamestown. Robert Bryan trains, Mike Wilder in the bike. And the 9, Kansas Oil, owned by Dick and Elizabeth Brandt of Logan. Dick Brandt trains, Dave Myers in the sulky. Win play show perfect. 6th race, Stallions and Geldings, all in behind the gate. The gate swings into the back stretch. There they go. And they're off, and it's HDS Skipper away promptly for the lead from the inside, and second, Arctic Pick. From the far outside, Kansas Oil, and Kansas Oil is away with a burst of speed looking for position, and he'll find that position, 3rd on the inside. At the rail in 4th now comes Purple Scooter. Inside in 5 is Payne Road Scooter. 2 lengths in 6th, Steady Mahone. And at the rail in 7th is Sir Mix-a-Lot. Then 8th to Uncle Will Goddard. The trailer 9th is He's Here. Opening quarter 28 and 2. And Fout now controlling the pace with HDS Skipper. But no sooner said than done. Here comes Arctic Pick, who's out and moving. And Arctic Pick has been sent right to the front. Arctic Pick now in control. HDS Skipper getting the garden spot trip tonight. Kansas Oil gapping slightly here on the inside is 3rd, and further back in 4th is Purple Scooter. Then comes Payne Road Scooter, and 5th on the inside in 6th. It's Steady Mahone. Here's the half now, 58 and 2, and it's Arctic Pick, the 4-1 with the lead by 2. HDS Skipper on the inside is a patient second, and Kansas Oil at 18-1. On the inside is in 3rd. 4th on the inside is Purple Scooter. Here comes Payne Road Scooter now moving briskly on the outside. Payne Road Scooter is underway, and Steady Mahone is following that live cover with Sir Mix-a-Lot to the outer flow in 6th. And the field slowly tightens up here. It's Arctic Pick with the lead. The 3/4, 128 on the inside in 2nd, HDS Skipper. And Payne Road Scooter continues to advance now. He's 3rd, and he's coming strong with Steady Mahone right at his heels. Kansas Oil is now locked in tight, 5th on the inside. Less than an 8th. And down the stretch they come, and it's Arctic Pick with a lead. Here to the inside comes HDS Skipper. Outside is Payne Road Scooter, and a late closing Sir Mix-a-Lot. But it's Arctic Pick who holds off all challengers. Arctic Pick In front, Payne Road Scooter was second, and tight for show in 1:57.3. Off the rail, Arctic Pick, a 3-year-old Ohio bred son of chairman of the board. From a Bye-Bye Andy mare, Annie Be Good, held by Jim Arledge and John Rhodes Jr. of Circleville. Jim Arledge training Randy Tharps in the sulky. Third win of the season, second consecutive for the Ohio bred Arctic Pick. It equals his best time, 1:57 and 3/5. Trackside greeting, Arctic Pick and the Arledges and Rhodes, the representatives from Robbins Company of Columbus. 1-4 perfected, $46.20, 46.20. Tonight's 1-4-5 trifecta, the 1-4. He won the horses race number 7, Stallions and Geldings, claiming Pacers Racing 1 mile, a field of 9. Number 1, TERRA'S Terror, owned and trained by Robert Bryan of Washington Courthouse, Mike Wilder driving. The 2, Porky's Revenge, owned and trained by Alex Spence Jr., Grove City, Jeff Fout drives. 3, JT Mike, leased and trained by Ted Hases of St. Mary's, Brad Hanner's up. The 4, SF Satellite, owned by Jim Shelton and Jeff Yoder of Plain City, Jim Shelton, the trainer driver. 5, Circus Fun, owned and trained by Ron Barker of Chillicothe. The drivers change here to Rick Jordan. The 6, Battle Shoe Pence, by Dennis Jokerst of St. Louis and Ron Doolin of Louisville, Kentucky. Tommy Smith trains, Randy Tharps driving. 7, Amos Orandi, by Richard Stevens and Sal Nasser of Columbus. Roy Murphy trains with Don Irvine Jr. The 8, C.J. Baker, Shirley Robinson, the owner, Mark Evers, the trainer driver. And the 9, Cleanup Man, owned by Kathy Potter of Marysville. Ron Potter trains. Dave Miller is in the sulky. One-play show trifecta. On the backstretch, there they go. They're off and pacing, and from the inside, it's JT Mike and Battle Shoe Pence from the outside. Far outside, Cleanup Man is sent early. As they fire to the first turn, Porky's Revenge came away fourth, and off stride goes Battle Shoe Pence. The 6 horse has jumped it off, has went off stride, but he's dropping back in now. He's back on stride in fourth. Meanwhile, Cleanup Man has made the front. He leads here by 2. On the inside and now second as they reach the first quarter. JT Mike, the opening quarter, 28 seconds flat. Porky's Revenge is third on the inside. Battle Shoe Pence recovering on the inside in fourth. SF Satellite is in fifth. Racing in sixth, TERRA'S Terror. 3 lengths in seventh. Circus Fun followed eighth by C.J. Baker. The trailer lagging behind Amos Orandi. Into the clubhouse turn they go, and it's Cleanup Man, the 2-1 shot with the lead with JT Mike at his heels. Here comes Porky's Revenge, first to move over the outside, flushing the cover with SF Satellite. Half in 59 2/5. Around the turn into the back stretch they go, and on the front, it's still Cleanup Man leading here a length. Porky's Revenge will drop back in on the inside for cover, and that leaves SF Satellite uncovered and first up on the outside in third. JT Mike is shuffled back a bit now in fourth. With the cover 5 comes TERRA'S Terror. Shuffle back 6th, Battle Shoe Pence, and underway is Circus Fun. At the 3/4 mile marker, 1:28 2. Cleanup Man continues the lead with SF Satellite stalking on the outside. At the rail in 3, Porky's Revenge, TERRA'S Terror has been sent 3 wide on the rim. They move to the top of the stretch with less than an eighth, and down the stretch they come. Cleanup Man has the lead. Porky's Revenge down to the inside, winging it from the far outside comes Circus Fun, and Circus Fun a full head of steam. Inside Porky's Revenge, Cleanup Man, these 3 at the wire together in 1:58 2. Porky's Revenge using the inside passing lane to record his second of the season. That is a career best, 1:58 2/5 of a second. Once again, trackside, the representatives from Robbins Company. Eighth race, pacers are on the track and parading to the pass, racing 1 mile. The 1 is Bomber 2, owned by David Hanauer of Lebanon. Larry Stahlbaum trains and drives. The 2, Mr. Destiny, owned by Rhonda Stidham and Francis and Robert DeMayo of Indianapolis. Rocky Stidham trains and drives. 3, High Elbus, owned by Larry Fullen of Columbus. Adam Broker, the trainer with Donovan Jr. 4, Good Allegris, owned and trained by Tom Blankenship of Asheville. Dave Miller. The 5, Double Time Legend, owned by Myrtle Ramy of Nicholasville. Robert Laffoon trains. Mike Wilder. 6, Champagne Cowboy, owned by Diane Elliott of Columbus. Dean Collins trains and drives. The 7, Our Rusty Special, owned by David Cooper of Sabina. David Cooper trains. Herbie Brown in the sulky. One play show perfecta trifecta wagering. Post time in 8 minutes. 8th race, claiming pacers, lining up, moving in. On the back stretch, there they go. They're off and pacing from the inside. Bomber 2, first for the lead. Mr. Destiny alongside Giveaway second. Good Allegris looking to drop in third. Already there in fourth is High Elbus. Inside 5, Double Time Legend 2 lengths in sixth. Champagne Cowboy, Our Rusty Special, early trailer. Around the first turn, Bomber 2 has a lead by 2. On the inside, Mr. Destiny is racing second. Good Allegris has found a seat behind the leaders in third. They reach the first quarter-mile marker in 28 3. Coming through the stretch and this field in straight alignment behind Bomber 2. Mr. Destiny is behind the leader in the guard spots. And third is Good Allegris. Inside in fourth, High Elbus, followed 5 by Double Time Legend. Champagne Cowboy next in line with Our Rusty Special. Now moving first up from off the back end, and he'll flush cover. They race into the clubhouse turn. Odds-on favored Bomber 2 by 2. But Mr. Destiny enjoying a garden spot trip, the half 59 2 as they make the turn to the backstretch. It's Bomber 2 leading the way. Mr. Destiny still waiting, with Good Allegris still waiting in third, and then fourth to High Elbus. And Our Rusty Special is looking now for cover, but nobody's moving as they race into the final turn. Bomber 2 extends the lead by 3, and Mr. Destiny setting chase in second. Good Allegris can't wait any longer. Comes to the outside. 3/4, 128 2. And Bomber 2, the lead has narrowed now. Here comes Good Allegris to the outside with a quick burst of speed. Mr. Destiny on the inside in third. With less than an eighth of a mile to go, it's Bomber 2. Good Allegris right there. Mr. Destiny to the inside, and High Elbus in high gear. But it's Bomber 2 coasting home. Second will be Good Allegris inside Mr. Destiny. The 1, Bomber 2, 12-year-old son of Raven Hanover, owned by David Hanauer of Lebanon. Larry Stahlbaum trains and drives. Fourth win of the season, the mile 157 1. Here's the field for the 9th race. Stallions and Geldings, condition claimers racing 1 mile. The 1, Tucson L, owned by our little stable Alvialong and Neil Long of Ohio Alvialong Training. Brad Hanner's driving. The 2 is A Late Scratch. 3, Corina Star Racer, owned by Gary Clemens of Chillicothe. Cecil Clemens trains. Justin Hall drives. The 4, Holly Hill Limited, owned by David Decker of Thompson, Georgia. Greg Luther trains with David Myers. 5, J.R. Mercury, owned by Ruth Kelly Barnes of Mount Sterling. John Barnes, the trainer driver. 6, Mission Alert, owned, trained, driven by Mark Evers of Lebanon. 7 is Carbine P, owned by Cindy Strassermore of Asheville. Scott Mogan trains. Jeff Fouch with Alliance. The 8, Charlie and Dan with the Palpic Stables of Ottawa. Dave Stratton trains and drives. And the 9, Black Star, is owned by Frank Hackney of Grundy, Virginia. Trace Roberts trains. Don Irvine Jr. is in his sulky. Win play show. Ninth race, Stallions and Geldings are on behind the gate. They're on the back stretch. There they go. They're off and pacing. Holly Hill Limited wasting no time here as she rockets to the front. Holly Hill Limited, he's on the front here quickly by 3. On the inside and racing in second, Tucson L. Angling in the third comes JR Mercury. At the rail in fourth, Corina Star Racer. Inside 5, Mission Alert, 2 lengths, and 6th is Carbine P. At the rail in seventh, Black Star, Charlie and Dan. They're lagging behind a bit here, racing in 8th. They reach the first quarter-mile marker, the opening quarter in 29.1. A bit wide there was Holly Hill Limited, but they continue to lead, and now Tucson L is out and moving, and Tucson L wants to take the lead, but Holly Hill Limited does not want to give it up, and Holly Hill Limited coming back. Tucson L will have to rethink this one, drops back in and waits for the second time. They race into the clubhouse turn, and on the front it's Holly Hill Limited, a determined leader with the Tucson L drafting along with cover. And now to the outside, here comes Corina Star Racer, and he'll make his bid for the lead. The half, 59-2 as they swing to the backstretch, and this time Tucson L comes out with a full head of steam, and he goes right to the front. Holly Hill Limited can only let him go, and to the outside, Corina Star Racer is now parked first up and uncovered. He's racing in third, and with that cover is Mission Alert in fourth. JR Mercury to the inside is 5. Carbine P to the outer flow in 6th. Black Star is moving from off the back end, 3/4, 129-2. Around the final turn, and Tucson L shows the way by 2. Holly Hill Limited still on the inside, a game is second. And to the outside third is Corina Star Racer. 3 wide comes Mission Alert with less than 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. Tucson L opens up on this field. He's up by 5. On the outside, Mission Alert. JR Mercury looking to move between them and finds racing room late. Tucson L in front. JR Mercury up for second. Tucson L, a 3-year-old Ohio bred son of Tucson, Hanover. Held by our little stable and Alvia Long and Neil Long of Ohio Alvia Long Trains. Brad Hanner is in the sulky. Tucson L records his first of the season, his 6th career win, and that's a lifetime best, 159 flats. 9th is now official, the 1.5 perfected, $38.60, $38.60. The 1.564 superfective, $443.20, $443.20. He was the order finish. The 1 Tucson L, the winner. The 2 was a late scratch. Corina Star Racer.